Georgia, and I find this pretty amazing, has 12 different climate zones. Can you believe that? Welcome everybody to my new series, My Corona World Trip. I was thinking to do this series because we've all been stuck at home for a while and we couldn't travel for a good reason though. But we're not sure when it will be possible again and safe for us. So why not go on a Corona World Trip in the virtual world and visit countries that you might not know yet and discover them together, because there are also a lot of countries I don't know and I'm really eager and excited to see. And for the first episode, I've picked a country that I've been wanting to travel to for quite some years now, but I haven't managed yet, and I really hope, fingers crossed, like this, that I can see it this year. I'm talking about Georgia, and not the American state, but the European country of Georgia. So let's pack a suitcase and fly over there. Well, in fact, the Georgians don't call Georgia Georgia, but Sakartvelo, and they also call themselves Sarkatvelans. So first, let's have a look at the flag of Georgia. You can see a lot of red crosses on a white background, and they all have a special meaning. White represents peace, and the red crosses represent Christianity and sacrifice. So now, for all of you who don't know where Georgia is located between the Caucasus Mountains and the Black Sea in the southeast of Europe. And even though it's theoretically located in Asia, people there consider themselves to be European. Kartvelian, as Georgian is called, has 3 languages.
Well, what I was actually gonna say is that it has 3 alphabets.
But only one alphabet is still used today. And the Kartvelian language also doesn't have any gender, so a person would be referred to as that. Let's get to the cuisine of the country. I know we are all foodies and we want to know what to expect there. So Georgia is very famous for its bread, especially the Shotispuri and Kachapuri. Forgive me if I pronounced that incorrectly, I'm 100% sure I did. But yeah, these breads are baked in a clay oven in the form that the dough is like smashed to the inside of that clay oven. And then you will find this Kachapuri or Shotispuri in the form of a little bread canoe or boat, and it is filled inside and it looks amazingly yummy. If you rather have a sweet tooth, you should try Churchkhela, which is a candle-shaped candy that you dip in syrup or in thickened juice. And I think I haven't ever seen something like this before, so it looks really unique and I really would love to try it. Then there is these little dumplings called Khinkali, and eating those you really have to pay attention because you have to eat it with your fingers, but it contains quite some broth, so you have to be careful when you slurp out the broth before you get to the filling. Otherwise, you will be the laughter of the dinner. And according to the UNESCO, Georgia has been the birthplace of wine culture because the earliest sources of winemaking date back 8,000 years before Christ, which is amazing. And I think you might know Georgian wine as a sweet dessert wine, for example. So for every wine lover, this is just paradise. Let's have a look at religion. Georgians are mainly Orthodox Christians, and Georgia is supposed to have been the second country to adopt Christianity. Let's look at some traditional attire of Georgia. The most famous Georgian attire is the so-called Chokha, which is a wool coat mainly worn by men, and its special features are the cartridge holders that you find here. It originally came from Persia and got kind of lost a little bit during the Soviet Union, to which Georgia belonged. But then, had it come back in the 1990s after Georgia's independence, and it is an attire of national pride. And even the Vogue has lately discovered it. Let's come to some fun facts about Georgia. Georgia is both the 7th cheapest and 7th safest country in the world, which makes it an amazing holiday destination. But we'll come to travel a bit later. It's also the birthplace of Joseph Stalin, or as he was actually called, Joseph Vissarionovich Chugashvili. Beyond this rather negative fact, Georgia also has one of the oldest European civilizations, as their city of Kutaisi dates back 1,000 years before Christ. Hospitality is really big in Georgia because guests are seen as a gift from God. So at every traditional Georgian feast, there's also a special toastmaster. Georgia, and I find this pretty amazing, has 12 different climate zones. Can you believe that? So you can find anything here from semi-desert, alpine, or subtropical. And it's one of the most ecologically diverse countries on the planet. With 2,122 meters, it also has the world's steepest cave. And it is part of the Caucasus region, which is Europe's highest mountain range. I think everybody always thinks of the Alps, but indeed, Georgia's highest mountain is 400 meters higher than the Mont Blanc in France and is 5,193 meters high. Let's get to the travel aspect of today's video. Georgia has 3 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and I would die to see all of them. First, the Gelati Monastery, then the ancient city of Mzuriana, I'm sure I got this wrong, and the mountain region of Upper Svaneti. And yeah, I really hope this video made you feel like going to Georgia. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have suggestions for further countries in this video series, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you want to see in the near future. And next time we are gonna see each other in Laos. Hey, and don't forget to check out my Instagram, Tasha Travels, where I put up my travel impressions regularly, and also my blog, Tasha Travels Always Somewhere, for my travel insider tips. I'd love to see you there. Take care, guys, and see you.